Charlie and I spoke a lot about his third eye. That's why that sentence caught my attention in the article. He spoke about the street lamps that would go off when he would run, about the special school that he had to go to. He spoke about a lot of the things that were strange in our childhood, the testing that both of us had to endure. We spoke about the fact that we could both astral project. You know all of this, of course. You have his phone. And how surprised we were when we learned that not everybody does that naturally. Sleep paralysis, you name it. We had conversations about it.
Раненого или свежего трупа, с которым вынимались органы, мне платили надбавку $170. Вначале мы раненых отправляли в стационарные спеццентры, которые были созданы в Краматорске и Северодонецке. Там у умирающих изымали все органы, даже глаза, кожа и кости. Все отправлялось за кордон. Я не знаю, сколько платили семьям этих бедных жертв или платили ли вообще. С января с нами начала работать профессиональный трансплантолог Элизабет Дебрюк. Она себя называла Элис, но я, как знающий свое дело, смог посмотреть ее документы. Она полностью поменяла стиль нашей работы и, невзирая ни на что, медиков нашей группы заставляла вынимать органы без всякого согласия раненых. Часто она сама все делала, эта голландка. За 7-10 минут могла вырезать пару почек у раненого или обожженного бойца. Упаковать в спецконтейнер, которого мы отправляли в Краматорск вместе с другими ранеными, которые были пригодны для глубокого расчленения. В Дебальцево у нас была очень тяжелая работа в секторе С. В день извлекалось много органов, даже не хватало контейнеров. Помню, в начале февраля только за один день отправили на базу 23 пары почек, селезенки и печени. Трупы без органов мы упаковывали в черные пакеты. Вызывали прикрепленную к нам группу бойцов и увозили на грузовиках в сторону Артемовска, где была нами подготовлена и выкопана земля для захоронения. Реальный учет никто не вел. Большинство погибших было со 128-й горно-пехотной бригады. С Дебальцева мы отступали вместе с украинской армией, по ходу выполняя свою работу. Мне трудно говорить об этом, но с Дебальцевского котла отправили много органов и раненых. Мы все хорошо заработали, думаю, наши генералы в том числе. Мы в Краматорск вернулись 23 февраля. Эльзе часто звонили на мобильный, у нее также был спутниковый телефон и роутер. И часто звонил руководитель за границей, я английский знаю хорошо, и поэтому слышал все, что она говорила. Элис хвалили и просили улучшить качество извлечения органов. Постараемся, Сандра, отвечала она, как я установил, это была жена Михаила Саакашвили, Санедра Руловс. Она являлась реальным заказником и организатором нашей миссии. Она Эльзе говорила, что если будут проблемы, поставить в курс полковника Владимира Мищенко, а при необходимости генерала зам СБУ Александра. Все поменялось после визита Саакашвили в зону АТО. По поручению Мищенко я сопровождал его в Краматорске и в Лисичанске 22 апреля И после встречи пиара перед бойцами я организовал встречи с нашей спецмедгруппой. Эта Эльза бегала вместе с Саакашвили на закрытых встречах и в Краматорске, и в Лисичанске. Саакашвили хвалил нашу медгруппу, особенно медработников. Пообещал нам всем прибавление зарплат, если мы увеличим количество и качество товара. Он органы называл товаром. Он говорил, что мы этим помогаем бедным семьям, потерявших своего близкого, и больным с Европы и США, ожидающих свежие человеческие органы. В итоге все пошло дьявольским путем. Тех ребят, которые были захоронены у въезда в Артемовск, записали в пропавшие без вести. Получилось так, что их просто убили. Никакие согласия не заполнялось, и их родственникам ничего не платили. В процессе перемирия умирающих было меньше, а эта Сандра все звонила и звонила, требуя выполнить заказ. Элис со Светой и Романом органы изымали от гражданских лиц. При обстреле города Попасной она почки и селезенку вырезала у потерявшего сознание от взрыва мины девочки 12 лет и ее родного отца. Даже помню фамилию: Владимир Ляшевский, у него паспорт был в куртке, и я его передал Гене. Мы тела отвезли в морг. У мамы девочки ноги были отсечены осколками, и она умирала от потери крови. Ей перевязали конечности жгутом и срочно отправили в медцентр для полной разделки на органы. Когда я проверил, все трое в списках были зафиксированы как погибшие на месте бомбежки. Прямо скажу, реально идет беспощадное убийство. Я это не мог выдержать, и 4 июня написал рапорт об увольнении. Меня вызвал Мищенко и спросил, почему увольняюсь. Я ему рассказал все, он позвонил генералу. Мищенко меня успокоил, сказал, что надо достать трупы с мест захоронения, и меня после собеседования с генералом дадут отпуск и повысят в звании. В Артемовске на изъятие трупов отправили спецбригаду и профессиональных эксгуматоров в белых спецовках. Все раскопали, тела были по 4 в одной могиле. Всего там насчитали где-то 132 трупа. Куда убрали трупы, не знаю. 11 июня в Киеве я встретился с генералом Александром Радецким. Он меня выслушал и сказал, что надо мне отдохнуть после такой работы и продолжить, потом уже майором. Как только я вышел с его кабинета, на меня набросились и утащили вниз. Мне показали санкцию на мой арест от прокуратуры за подделку документов и предложили подписать согласие на лечение в психиатрической больнице, иначе пригрозили отправить в тюрьму. Я их попросил отпустить на ночь домой.
У меня группа, да, получается, собирала детей повезенных, маленьких, от 3 до 6 до 7 лет. И привозила именно вот в этот пункт. Там их раздевали на 1-м этаже, а на втором их раздевали. Как ненужный материал, их просто хоронили там в ямах или куда они вывозили. И вот эти ребята, они, знаете, говорили, как будто они как будто какую-то скотину завалили, поросенка или там кролика, да. Ну, они, да, привозили, как будто какая-то ферма, понимаете, вот эта имплантация, да. И забирали органы. Слышал об этом, но не верил. Пока своими глазами не увидишь, не поймешь. А когда увидишь, не простишь.
Welcome to today's show. It's called Hearts Spells versus Anime Spells on February 9th, 2026.
That would be 2.9 or 29, which is a perpetual number because 2 plus 9 is 11, 2 plus 9 is 18, and they sum to 29 again. So it is the 29th, the 9th of the second month. And the AI that we think we made, we didn't make. It's actually making us more than we're making it lately. And the AI can break any cipher, so the digital identity is dead. No one is secure. And the reason for that is because we've been living a life of non-accountability where no one is accountable. And this has led to all of our security being removed while we're promised peace and safety in exchange for it. So it's the ultimate joke and crime of the universe. Did you know that all the Discord messages and VCs are saved in database by the MICs of the Earth? They openly admit it. It's in their patents.
Let's break down a word. Ent-al equals mental. You must be curious what they are after or looking for. The live R is...
Liver.
Oh, yeah. The liver. I was thinking how it says live R.
Okay.
Yeah. Is second most mysterious after the brain-heart twins. The phoenix rises from the ashes in the liver continuously.
Yes, a very mysterious organ that literally takes the dead of our body and turns it into life. So it's quite fascinating, Captain. So now we're going to look at the word heart and break it down a little bit. So it's HEA, which is the human and the EA, and then the R in the center, and then the T. The heart is the H or the 8, and then it's the R, and then the T. So it reduces in numbers heart to HRT and 879. And this is the stage of dramatis personae of the Antia and Entia, who are the Ns or the NS of the S or the S. Their symbol is literally S to NS, and it's existing within and immersed in the EA, the plasmic, air, and water, where the database of all records and the power intelligence of the One manifests all realities within a fracturing of material forms and ethereal non-forms, along with its co-creators, the creatures of Earth and her 87 dimensions, where mortal man, the child of God, is set as the central game player and is available to take the highest challenge and glory when she or he learns to give.
Ga.
Give.
Let's do give. That's ga plus I've or I have, and that equals God, I have. This mindset application allows oneself to inch towards regarding all lives equally to their own and to recall their inception.
Let's do inception.
Inception equals N, which is the child of God. And sept, which is 7, and that's G, the 7th letter. And ions, the energetic, ethereal, water and air plasmic field of energetic realities. Revealing oneself to the truth of 7 leads one to 8 and 9, where 6 meets 9, and they become a perfect union of an 8, and both realize their inception and glory.
Inception and glory, a common acronym for I guess.
Yes.
So am I guessing, or am I a ghost, or am I real? And that's the dilemma and the analemma in the same breath. So who thinks dramas are good?
Well, ever heard the term dramatis personae in Latin? It is where Antia and Entia lived. Let's look at the word vegan. It reduces to VGN, which is 171, and 171 reduces to 7, or 7, the word, the number, and the word, the gatekeeper, to 8-9.
And the gatekeeper to the words 8-9, which has an acronym, or EN, the phonetic spelling of the child of God, letter N.
Anime is a spell to AI men. Annie, me, means only me. They tricked you real good. IG, I guess. IG? I guess knots and tortured children and human organ harvesting of your neighbors, your brothers, and your sisters are preferred. You are now a collaborator in the most satanic, vile event of the universe of humans. And a chat partner, Oreo, at 444 said, during COVID, they killed off a lot of autistic people. Half the economy up here is basically finding a place for the rejects of society. There are autistic camps and farms and schools that run their own private hospitals, and COVID was a huge excuse to purge the population.
And in plain sight is the money that isn't real being spent to depopulate the earth. So why people can't see this is the same reason why they can't see anything. 91 Divac is the mirror of COVID-19, and it's a Hebrew code to 9-1 divorced. 9-1 is I am. It's so obvious, it's funny. Funny is a code word. It's the nay to fun. So it delays fun. So what is fun? It's the undoing of the F, or the dogma of the digamma, the spiral of number 6. COVID-19 is obviously cover the identity ID of AI, or 19. It's so easy, it is funny. Blindfolds and satanic behavior have been preferred.
So O said, there has to be a way to have a sense-able discourse with them to make it unambiguous that it's all about killing how many people exactly.
It's all about what we focus on. The rituals and sacrifices have one purpose: to pull our attention and steal our emotional currency. It's emotional currency exchange management. Our emotions are the highest value in the universe. They are fractured at the moment for various explanations.
O said, yeah, that's why they trashed my health as a child and gaslit the shit out of me. People don't seem to realize it's not really up to me to fix my shit. It's connected to all this actual reality that affects them too.
Well, in your own meat suit, there's the inner you, the outer you, and your skin is the boundary, and you exist as all three and the reason. You know, Jesuit is actually translating to I'm sweet. You know, real is a really easy word code. It's RE, the root for repeat and return, plus all. Blinders and ignorance are preferred, regardless of the penalty. Do you want to stay food for demons, mate? We busted the Matrix and we get trashed for it every other moment. The killing and pain are the known and preferred path. You know, humans own this realm, and our natural design validates that. Will you seize your obligation or roll over?
Je also means je is GE, and like in geo or earth. Je suis.
No.
Je suis equals earth pigs. Je suis equals I am. Je suis equals.
That's Jesuit.
Yeah.
Jesuit spells Jesuit.
Jesuit. My suit.
I suit.
I suit equals earth suit. Mortality. Nothing is hidden. It is ignored by will. Whatever you will is what you own. and then own the consequence. So easy it is funny. All owners of a lonely heart carry an obligation to it. Ignore at your peril.
Study the kitty cat to understand the demons. They live for the toroidal chore, or to take the toroidal energy. They do it through chore.
The kitty cat and the Stein of EP have a lot in common, you know. A long life gives you time to win the challenge. O said, yeah, I'm kind of on the edge.
Think of the word edge, knowledge, or think of yourself as on the edge of the coin.
Kinda stubbornness.
This edge recognizes the three parts of the gender universe seen here in common, charged, and neutral multiplier. The order and correct appearance is common, the child in the center, and the charged or the light of separations at the roof. Another view is the ratio of 1 to 1, and in the number scale 1 through 9 with 5 in the center, and then again in the simple symbol of X.
Everything is in plain sight for the taking or asking. The moon is a man-made machine and over 100,000 years old. If you want intel, ask. I remote viewed it once, said O. It was kind of weird. It had that feeling of being a bunker. Lots of long hallways.
Regardless of what it's like when you go visit there, it's been windshield wipering the sky for the last 5 years, and it appears to be mitigating the escaping sun. But who will ever tell us? And who will ever look up to see this anomaly?
This next section is called Human Power. The human carries all powers. The owner of a lonely heart carries any and all powers. Claim your birthright. Everyone thinks they are over God. God is despised for an easy-to-understand explanation. We're set up in a grand confidence game that is so obvious, y'all become the victims and the perpetrators in the same story. It is amazing. Everyone sees it, but remains stoic, even though their obligation is glaring and loud. You will always own whatever you purchased. Plain logic and observation.
You know, there's a fancy phrase out there called spiritual truth. But if you say it a little bit slower, it becomes more apparent what it means. Spear, ritual, truth. So the ritual or the repeating is what's in the center of spiritual truth. The ritual of repeating. It's so easy, it's funny. If you enter the mushroom, then you'll be in the mushroom with the mushrooms. No worries, because from your perspective, nothing is real. Or is it?
It is possible to learn to be in meditation in every in or out breath, awake or asleep. We did it and will happily share the tips, truth in plain sight, unless blindfolds are preferred, of course. What is worse, a bored lesbian or an angry femboy, a happy woman and a man union? Duh. Thankfully, the entheogen breaks blindness to alternative realms hidden from you by memes, and then offers you the opportunity to search for the keys to the new doors you have found. But the entheogen does not have any keys. It is more like a traffic cop. The entheogen is facilitating exposure of this realm known as Hotel California. That's HC.
Human condition.
And what the escape codes of the Mortal Kombat Continuum are, along with the fact that you are the ghost, the host, and the owner of the enterprise. Yay.
She meant to say, here at the Hotel California that the entheogen helps you discover, where you're a victim of your own devices and you can check out but you can't leave? Well, the truth of you and the Hotel California, or anyone within the human condition, the HC is 8-3, which gives you 5. That means if you're in the hotel, you have the golden opportunity as number 5. When you turn it around to 38, it's the CH, or the chopping, or the spreading, or the separation. So since you made it to Hotel California, that means you're number 5 and you're the star and you are the guest at the hotel, the host of the hotel, and the owner of the enterprise. So now we're going to have a look at the words gone and done. So done is pretty obvious. It's D plus 1, which means you can keep it or regret it.
And gone equals ga plus 1. In the mirror, it is N plus OG, or child of God. So easy, all is under the nose and retained in the mind as a map. A long life gives you time to win the challenge. Air and water are plasma, as in the interstitial fluid in the anatomy. The interstitium is the largest organic field of the anatomy. You are mostly a plasma being. The highest currency exchange is our emotions and where we place the weight of them. This transfers to our plasmic fields and our realities unfold before us based on that.
Wow, what a aim or game. In Latin, they call that dramatis personae, which in English means the stage of life, which means mortal life. So what do you do with this life that includes your death? The world in Latin was called the Axis Mundi, because the Axis Mundi knows the Mondays and the powers of the mundane. The real is re plus all. Our emotions go into shock when we see this crime world, which adds to the fracturing of our essence powers. Most are completely habituated to facing away from their fire. Facing away from your fire is the literal etymology of the word suffer.
Winning is so easy, it flows like water. The chop-chop of angled waves sends delays and pain. Yet pain is preferred in the game of the Mortal Kombat Continuum, or Hotel California.